This is Dana of Days Crochet, and I was just going to show you the magic knot one more time because in my last video it was at the very end and my yarn messed up on me. So I'm going to show you, this is me, I'm making a cowl. I actually have already made the rest of the items to this set, and so I just lack the cowl, and so I'm working on completing this set. So here I have made the entire rounds of ribbing that I instruct you to do in my pattern, and there was a lot more of this color left. So what I did was I cut the yarn and I left about 2 inches or 5 centimeters of a tail there to join with a magic knot to the next color, and then I rolled up the rest of that color, cut it and put it to the side. And what I will probably do, since I've already made the other items, is I will use the rest of this color for the other end of ribbing to make it look more uniform, but you could really just do whatever you wanted to do. So real quickly, I'm going to show you the magic knot again. If you haven't watched my other video, you're not missing anything other because my yarn messed up. So I'm just going to undo a couple of those stitches to give me more to work with. And this is the next color that I'm going to be working with in this skein. And so like I said before, you will make 2 lines, your old color and your new color, parallel to one another, with one on the bottom and one on the top. And I start with the one on the bottom. I take this bottom piece and I slide it underneath that one that we're joining it to. And then I kind of just pull to give me a little more to work with. And then I fold it backwards and make a little loop like that. Now I'm going to take this end and go underneath and through that hole that I created. And this is basically, I'm using this color to create a knot upon itself with this inside of it. So just like that. And the better that you get at making these magic knots, you won't even want to leave that much of a tail because, you know, that's yarn wasted because we're going to cut that off. But just for the sake of the video, I'm doing it with a little bit of length there. Okay, and then this is the color, the old color, and we're going to make a knot of it upon itself around this new color that we want. So we're going to do the exact opposite of what we did over here. We're going to take the yarn over the top, and then we're going to go underneath the new color with it. And we're creating a loop like so. And this end is actually underneath the old color as well. So now we're going to take this end and go over the top and in through the loop we just created, because we're, like I said, creating a knot. And you're going to pull that as tight as you can. So I'm pulling that as tight as I can, and then I'm going to come back to the new color and the knot that we created and pull it as tight as I can. And now you're going to take the old and the new colors and pull gently until the knots meet. Now this is not going to come apart. This is what's so magical. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the yarn right up against, as close as I can to that knot. You got to be careful that you don't actually cut the strand. I've done that before like a dummy. Make sure you're cutting the ends off and not the strand. So I'm cutting it as close as I can. You see that? There are no flyaways. I cut it as close as I could. And now I undid a couple of stitches. I'm going to go back and work into those stitches. And see? It's already the new color. And y'all, you cannot see this knot. When you work it into your work, it is just, it's gone. It's actually being hidden by the top of that double crochet there. And so now I'm going to keep on going in the pattern repeat all the way until I'm done with this color, which, like I said before, in the wrist warmers and in the ear warmers, I'm a little more deliberate about how many rounds that I do. But since this is the cowl, I might just kind of wing it, just however I feel, because I'm not worried about running out of color anymore. I'm just worried about getting the cowl done. So I will just continue on in this color probably for 2 or 3 rounds, and then if it hasn't switched colors already, I'll deliberately do so that the cowl matches the wrist warmers and the ear warmers perfectly. So anyways, I hope this helps you.